One of the things about car boots, flea markets, junk stores, and going to them for your own purposes, but also for other people, is you see things that you think somebody's going to love because you know something about those people. So last night you were drinking out of a glass with a green stem, and you said Pat bought those for you from a charity shop.
That's right.
But that means Pat knows that A, you like drinking out of thin glasses that are pretty,
And
B,
I love
you love
green.
green,
Yes.
and C, you like a little drop of
Yeah.
alcohol sometimes. So she's showing you in her purchasing from charity shops that she knows her friend, and you're touched by that knowledge and use it as
And
well.
every time I drink out of one of her green glasses, I think of her, which is lovely.
And comment on it, as you did to me
and
last
I
night.
share that with whoever's around the table, and they say, "Isn't that a pretty glass?" I say, "Yes, my friend Pat gave me this." And then I was telling you about one that Auntie Lynn gave me with Amity, some French thing about friendship forever or something. Really pretty wine glass. And one of those, unfortunately, has broken, but I still have one which I'm very careful with. And every time I have a drink out of that, I think of Auntie Lynn. But thinking about people, the best thing for me is to wear something that belonged to somebody else. And I love that. I love wearing something of Cons. I love wearing a brooch of Cons. Or like Connie's just put on a T-shirt that was Toby's. And that really brings that person to you. And I just love doing it. And yet when somebody says, "Oh, that's a nice belt," and I say, "Yes, it belonged to my brother or something," and I wear it, and whenever I put it on, I think of him. And they say, "Oh, I couldn't wear anything that belonged to somebody who was dead," even if they were close. Oh, no, I wouldn't want that.
Oh, that's silly.
I know, isn't that silly? And hanging on my range downstairs, there's those two funny little mugs, tiny little jugs, that belong to Aunt Margaret. And she told me a tale.
And that was Daddy's...
That was Daddy's aunt, who was
his
born...
mum's sister or his dad's
No,
sister?
his father's brother's wife, not a blood relation at all. And she was born near Banbury in Oxfordshire, and she had just a slight Oxfordshire burr to her voice. And I helped her clear up her house because she was moving into just a one room in a care home, sheltered place, and it was so sad for her. And she looked at these two funny little jugs, and she said, "Oh, I'll have to let these go, but I remember these because when we were ill, my mum used to put our medicine in these little special cups, and that made it special for us. So we always used to drink it because we knew they were special to her. And so that's why the children would take their horrible tasting medicine, because it was given in these special cups." And I said, "That's a lovely story. And if you can't think of anything else who would like them better than me, could I have them?" And she was so pleased to think that she was giving them to me. And I said, "I will always remember that story." And I have told that story to lots of people. And they're funny little things. One's perfect and one's a little bit cracked and been stuck together. And I think of Aunt Margaret when, on the few occasions when I take things down and wash them and put them and hang them back up again. But so I link memories of people, and that's why I love having things that belong to other people, because then I can think of them. And books, and